The Spinosaurus, one of the most famous yet bizarre dinosaurs on the face of the Earth. Roaming the planet over 95 million years ago, it featured a long crocodilian-like snout sporting a massive sail down its spine, and it was one of the earliest dinosaurs to have been discovered. The bones were originally found in 1912 by Richard Markgraf, which were then analysed to be the fossils of a new species of dinosaur, which they called the Spinosaurus aegyptiacus, meaning Moroccan spine lizard. The Spinosaurus is such a fascinating creature because it's so well known amongst the dinosaur community, mostly thanks to its inclusion in the 2001 film Jurassic Park 3, but yet we know so little about it. But amongst all questions you residents have, the most prominent appears to be, what did the Spinosaurus really sound like? Well, to start off with, we have to look at what the Spinosaurus actually looked like. And on the contrary to popular belief, the Spinosaurus did not walk completely on its hind legs like what's seen in Jurassic Park. It was, in reality, a lot more front heavy. At sizes of 15 meters long and weighing up to 20 tons, it would have switched between walking on all fours like a crocodile and balancing its weight on its hind legs. And due to the Spinosaurus' center of gravity, it would have been almost impossible for it to keep its head above water if it was entirely quadrupedic. One of the more prominent features of the Spinosaurus is of course its long crocodilian-like snout, and you wouldn't be wrong for calling it that, because they share many of the same characteristics. One of the Spinosaurus' fossils showed us that they had pressure sensors located at the end of the snout. These are used so they can detect prey lurking in the water, just like what's seen on crocodiles. Their nose was also located far up the snout, close to the eyes, so they can leave their mouth in the water, waiting for some unsuspecting prey to become its next meal. And like crocodiles, they also most likely sported webbed feet, which would have been used for paddling through the water whilst fishing. Many have speculated that the Spinosaurus also featured a pelican-like neck that bent backwards, which can be used as a counterbalance and as a way to properly swallow large prey. This position is also used in other birds while swimming and helps them stay in an upright position. And for you wondering, why the hell did the Spinosaurus even have a sail? Well, it would have been used to determine the sexual orientation of said specimen, and for females to determine whether a male was suitable for mating. It would have also been used to help regulate body temperature, and was very likely used as a rudder for navigation in the water. And the sail would have in reality looked a lot more like a bison's hump than the spinal protrusion we saw in Jurassic Park 3. Now, what does this tell us about the sound the Spinosaurus made? Scientists have recently discovered that the larynx and the syrinx, the voice boxes found in modern day birds, is an evolutionary trait, meaning they weren't found in early ancestors. We know that the syrinx fossilizes, as we've seen Earth's early birds fossilize with them, but no dinosaur has ever been uncovered with a fossilized syrinx. This leads paleontologists to believe that they didn't have the ability to make sounds at all. So where does this leave the Spinosaurus? Well, due to its semi-aquatic nature, we can assume that it has many of the same evolutionary traits as our modern-day crocodiles and alligators, and instead of using a syrinx for communication, it would have used air travelling through its throat to inflate the esophagus, which would have made a low-frequency bellow or hiss. And using the sound of a pelican, crocodile, Eurasian bittern, and various other animals, I'm able to closely recreate the sound of a Spinosaurus. But this is not the only way it would have communicated. Animals do not always need to roar to show dominance or aggression. For example, the shoebill, a large stork-like bird found in the swamps of Central Africa, claps its beak together as a means of communication during nesting season. Crocodiles also use their large jaws as a form of communication, smashing its head in the water as a way of marking its territory. These traits lead us to believe that the Spinosaurus would have also used its jaw in a similar fashion, clapping its mouth together and shaking its head rapidly, possibly during mating season or to wear off potential predators from its territory. I've based as much of this video as I can on research, but bear in mind we know so little about the Spinosaurus, and I've filled in the gaps with my own speculation based upon supporting evidence. Believe me or not, we can all agree that the Spinosaurus is a fascinating creature that I hope we learn more about in the future. For more on everything dangerous, subscribe to us at DangerVille to become a resident today. I've been your host Alistair, and we'll see you in the next one.